The suspects who left in the victim's SUV wore hoods and face masks and were last seen on Willcrest heading toward the Katy Freeway. And that Mitsubishi is a Eclipse Cross, a small sort of SUV, the tag number RGT3295. Call HPD or Crime Stoppers if you have any information. Meantime, I can tell you that Spring Branch ISD says at least 3 nearby campuses were placed on secure status, on secure status as a result of the shooting this morning. Meanwhile, HPD telling me that officers actually came to this woman's apartment over the weekend for some sort of family argument. It is too soon to say if the two incidents are connected. Everything's still very much under investigation. Reporting live from West Houston, Jason.
Say a woman was fatally shot, then run over by 2 men who took her SUV, and right now they need your help catching them.
We had the first news crew on the scene this morning in the 800 block of Yorkchester. That's where Jason Miles is live with more. Jason, we understand there were a number of witnesses.
That's right, Ron, and at least one of them was able to capture cell phone video of the suspects leaving this apartment complex in the victim's vehicle. This video shared with us by HPD shows a white Mitsubishi SUV backing out near the body of the vehicle's owner. A 67-year-old woman, homicide detectives say, was fatally shot around 8 o'clock this morning in the parking lot of the Memorial Fountain Apartments.
Witnesses are telling us that there was some kind of altercation where this female was shot, possibly inside of her vehicle, and thrown out.
Investigators and a forensics team spent several hours collecting evidence and canvassing apartments, hearing from witnesses who heard at least one shot, then saw the suspects leave.
And upon making their escape, they actually ran over the female on the way out.
That was moments before, I'm told, many parents arrived back home after walking their kids to a nearby elementary school. Say on secure status as a result of the shooting this morning. Meanwhile, HPD telling me that officers actually came to this woman's apartment over the weekend for some sort of family argument. It is too soon to say if the two incidents are connected. Everything's still very much under investigation. Reporting live from West Houston, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
All right, let's hope some people can come forward with information. Thank you so much, Jason Miles.
Do we need to come a little bit closer? We good? Vic? We good? Everybody's good? Because I can't hear because of the back noise.
Let's do a little short.
Okay.
Won't raise any higher.
All right, thumbs up when everybody's ready. Good. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. So Chief Fenner, and I'm here with my leadership team, and also Chief Investigator Gordon from the Fort Bend County District Attorney's Office, Commander Simmons from Fort Bend Sheriff's Department, and again, our leadership team. So let me just start off with, very sadly, we had an officer-involved shooting with the citizen's death, and I want to start from the top, but before I start, I do, and I always speak to the human element. During the course of this incident tonight, the suspect was on the phone with his family members. They were here on the scene, and I asked that we pray for, understand the mother was probably at home, a girlfriend, and I think his sister was here actually on the scene where everything ended. So we asked for prayers for that family and also our officers. A number of officers were involved. No officers are hurt. And I'll go over the information where they actually are assigned, but we had 7 officers involved. So we asked for prayers for everybody involved. So approximately just before 10 p.m. Last night, officers were at the Valero station in the 4,000 block of Sanat. Officers observed an unoccupied vehicle. There was 2 guns, some type of assault rifle and a pistol, and also drugs in that vehicle. At that time, officers set up surveillance. Approximately 1:15 a.m., the suspect got into the vehicle and drove off. Officers tried to initiate a traffic stop. The suspect refused to stop. A pursuit ensued. That pursuit went through the west side of Houston for approximately 20 minutes. The pursuit came to an end right at the intersection of 59 and 90. The suspect at some point displayed a weapon and fired upon the officers. At some point, multiple officers engaged. Again, no officer hurt. One suspect is deceased. He was an African-American male, 27 years of age. So officers involved were 3 assigned to our gang units. 2 officers had 8 years of service, 1 24 years of service. 2 officers were assigned to West Side Patrol Division, 1 with 3 years of service, the other with 4 years of service. The final 2 officers were assigned to Southwest Division. Both had 5 years of service. This criminal investigation will be headed up by DPS. Also, Fort Bend Sheriff's Department will be investigating as well. Also with the Fort Bend County District Attorney's Office. HPD will do our own administrative investigation. The officers, per policy, will be put on administrative leave. And that's where we are right now. I want, if it's all right, Commander Garcia will just briefly translate in Spanish, and then we'll open up for questions.
Hola, mi nombre es Adrián Rodríguez, soy comandante con la policía de Houston. Hoy hubo una persecución de coches con un sospechoso que se negó de parar en el coche que tenía. Los policías, los oficiales trataron de pararlo con los luces prendidos. Duró más de 20 minutos persiguiendo el sospechoso que no, y todavía está muy temprano.
So they saw the guns in the trucks in the home of the victim, watched him walk in, and then put him later left him to stop at a gas station.
Why did they talk to the suspect? Well, first of all, if the car is just sitting there with the guns in it, we got surveillance on it. You want to know if you got 2 guns in the car and you got drugs in it. If a suspect comes, you want to, stop that suspect and find out what's going on. Okay, it's just not normal to have 2 guns left in plain view with narcotics. So that's just part of our investigation. But if that did happen, we did put up surveillance. We didn't stop right at the gas station. You let him drive out. I imagine I wasn't over there. To try to get him away from other citizens, okay, for the safety. And it's a preliminary investigation. Things change, but we'll get those answers to you a little bit later. But that's what I'm saying. I was told they're in Plainview. Drugs and narcotics. Yes. Yes. 7 officers.